The basketball world was shaken by the news that Caitlin Clark, the University of Iowa's sensational point guard, swept all the major global awards for the year 2024, leaving even the most accomplished players in awe. Among those affected by this historic achievement was none other than Aya Wilson, the reigning WNBA superstar. Known for her dominating performances and unmatched leadership, Wilson's reaction to Clark's success has sparked conversations across the basketball community.
She is leading the WNBA in points generated, which means points scored and/or points assisted on. She is leading the league by a significant margin, and she is doing this as a rookie with a Fever team that is not comprised of a bunch of all-stars.
Caitlin Clark's sweeping of the Global Player of the Year, NCAA Player of the Year, and Associated Press Player of the Year awards has sent shockwaves through the world of women's basketball. Her stunning ability to deliver clutch performances and break records with ease put her on a trajectory few have ever reached at the college level. But this isn't just about Clark's achievements. It's about what her success means for other athletes like Aya Wilson, who have long dominated the game.
Asia Wilson 1, Nafisa Collier 2, Sabrina Ionescu 3, Brianna Stewart 4, Alyssa Thomas 5, and honorable mentions, Caitlin Clark.
For years, Aya Wilson has been the shining star of the WNBA, racking up 2 MVP awards, a WNBA championship, and becoming a global ambassador for women's sports. Yet, Clark's unexpected dominance on the global stage has forced Wilson and others to reconsider their positions in the game. The envy and competitive fire sparked in Wilson's eyes are palpable, despite her ongoing achievements. In a recent interview, Wilson admitted, "I have always respected Caitlin's game, but seeing her sweep those awards, yeah, there's some envy there. It motivates me to be even better."
Nafisa can take over the game at any point in time. We've seen her do this on multiple occasions.
Having achieved everything at the professional level, Aya Wilson's next goal is clear: reclaiming her crown as the undisputed leader in women's basketball. But with Caitlin Clark now solidified as a global icon, the expectations placed on Wilson are higher than ever. Her journey to reclaim her dominance will require her to push past not just Clark, but other rising stars in the WNBA and beyond.
And Iowa has Caitlin Clark, who's become this huge star. She's amazing, and she's getting all this attention, and some nasty press reporters are upset about it.
Clark's success is a product of relentless hard work and a unique style of play that blends sharpshooting with unrivaled court vision. She made history in the 2024 NCAA tournament, putting up impressive numbers and leading Iowa to a national championship. Her three-point shooting, especially, is becoming legendary, and analysts have been quick to compare her to some of the best shooters in basketball history. It's no wonder Clark's name is now synonymous with excellence in the sport.
Many Black women inside the WNBA are resentful that this white woman came in and is getting all this attention.
For Wilson, who has already built an illustrious career in the WNBA, the challenge is not just about winning another title, but about proving that she can sustain her level of dominance in the face of new competition. The stakes are higher now that Clark's performance has elevated expectations for everyone else, forcing Wilson to refine her game even further. It's not just about individual awards anymore. It's about legacy, Aya said during a recent press conference.
From this event, I have only seen and heard of positive things. I didn't hear one thing about how her fans are toxic. I didn't hear one thing about there being too much spotlight on Caitlin Clark, and it should have maybe been on the professional golfers that are there. We didn't hear any of that.
While Clark's awards focus on collegiate success, Wilson's achievements are firmly rooted in professional basketball. The tension between the college and professional ranks has never been more pronounced. Many have asked whether Clark's success at the NCAA level is comparable to Wilson's reign in the WNBA, a debate that will likely intensify in the coming years. But Wilson has made it clear that her professional experience gives her a unique edge, one she intends to use to her advantage in future showdowns.
Which was mental. Which was absolutely mental.
Despite the envy she might feel, Aya Wilson has always been a fighter, continuously pushing the boundaries of her own game. Over the past few years, she has elevated her scoring, rebounding, and leadership abilities to new heights. With the Las Vegas Aces, she helped lead the team to their first ever WNBA championship in 2022 and earned back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in 2022 and 2023. This speaks to her commitment to becoming a complete player, not just an offensive juggernaut.
While the Fever underwent understandable woes in the first month of the season, Indiana is 14-6 over their last 20 games, including 2 massive wins coming out of the All-Star break. Clark has found a synergy with her teammates and elite comfort on the floor as a facilitator and creator. She's knocking on the door of first-team All-W and top 5 finish and MVP.
Social media has played a crucial role in amplifying rivalries and fostering a sense of competition between athletes. Fans of Aya Wilson and Caitlin Clark have taken to platforms like Twitter and Instagram to debate who truly deserves the title of Best Basketball Player. Many have pointed out that Clark's achievements are still at the collegiate level, while Wilson has achieved greatness in a professional league. However, Clark's ability to dominate in the NCAA tournament has left fans and analysts wondering if she's ready to make the leap to the WNBA and challenge the likes of Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and Sabrina Ionescu for the throne.
Higher than the NBA. So I was like, oh, what's she gonna get paid? Because finally, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it and I was like, this can't be right. Because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
Clark's dominance in global awards and the fact that she has overshadowed other established stars like Wilson has undeniably sparked a fierce competitive spirit. Aya's social media posts, though supportive of Clark's achievements, have hinted at her desire to prove herself once again as the top player in the world. A recent tweet from Wilson read, "The grind never stops," with an accompanying photo of her working out in the gym. Her fans quickly picked up on the message. Wilson is ready to fight for her place at the top.
I see are the bees that are being dramatic about Caitlin Clark. That's all I see. They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics.
As for Clark, many believe her transition to the WNBA could be a game changer for the league. Her record-breaking college career has set the stage for a much-anticipated entry into the professional ranks. If she decides to join the WNBA, it will undoubtedly create a new era of competition between rising stars like Clark, Wilson, and others. Experts predict that Clark could become a top contender for the WNBA Rookie of the Year if she transitions successfully.
A lot to be proud of, and it all happened so fast, it's hard to appreciate in the moment.
That is Iowa native and Indiana Fever star, and now Time's 2024 Athlete of the Year, Caitlin Clark, looking back at a whirlwind.
As both Aya Wilson and Caitlin Clark continue to make waves in women's basketball, the pressure to perform at the highest level only increases. For Wilson, the envy of seeing Clark dominate global awards serves as a wake-up call to continue evolving and proving why she's considered one of the greatest to ever play the game. On the other hand, Clark's success could be the catalyst for her own career growth and challenges as she faces the daunting task of transitioning to professional basketball.
While the Fever underwent understandable woes in the first month of the season, Indiana is 14-6 over their last 20 games, including 2 massive wins coming out of the All-Star break. Clark has found a synergy with her teammates and elite comfort on the floor as a facilitator and creator. She's knocking on the door of first-team All-W and top 5 finish and MVP.
The rivalry between Wilson and Clark is just one example of how women's basketball is rising in prominence. As both athletes dominate headlines, they are not just playing for themselves. They are paving the way for future generations of girls who dream of playing at the highest level. Their stories of ambition, talent, and overcoming obstacles will inspire young players for years to come.
Nafisa can take over the game at any point in time. We've seen her do this on multiple occasions.
As the world watches closely, the rivalry between Aya Wilson and Caitlin Clark promises to be one of the most compelling storylines in sports. While Clark's dominance on the collegiate stage has earned her all the accolades, Wilson's professional experience and proven track record will be hard to top. The next few years in women's basketball will be thrilling to witness, as these two superstars continue to battle for supremacy in a sport that is growing at an unprecedented rate.